hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll drop the throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll set up to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone,
the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You draw quarter.
They'll look to throw here. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Leo! Check. Fresno.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey! Listen. Hey, Charlie! 58, come on! Big river.
They'll look to throw again. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. McMillan, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action with Trubisky. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Watch the shot. Hey, 18.
They'll run on first down. McMillan trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go, D. Watch hands up. Safety's creeping. Recon, 132 fighter. Under 10, 10.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 73 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He completes this to Sutton. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Right here. Shit. Alert 3. Go.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Able to find Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Lindsey, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey. High 7. 58, Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Mike, 55. Check, 50. Smooth. Hey, that's good. Mike, 50.
Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. 30 base. Come on. Hey, Orbit. 58 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 63 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go, go. 58 to Mike. Yeah, yeah. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to snap.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Here we go. 18. Ran. Crash. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Blue, blue, blue. Mike 50. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Diggs has it. 25 yards that time. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Ran, hey, Delta.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, 180. Mike 50, huh? I got one. Kill. Move. Alert. Mike's 50. Lock in. Check 3.
Here's Trubisky. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey. Right there. So we got man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Isabella. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Charlie. I got one. Now. I got it. 2.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Give me that ball. Defense. 58, come on. Fair. Here we go. Check 24. Go.
They'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo. 54. Mike.
They're going to look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Ready, set.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6, lead driven.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Coming this way. Here we go. He's crossing. Ready.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jim. Switch. 36. Look at me. Door.
On play action, they'll throw. Past the 20. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, look at me. Zipper. Let him know. 58 smooth. 58 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Ready? And 58 is to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Drop.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, zoom. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Double time. 3 out. Show it up. Alert. 80 weapons. Undercrunch.
On 1st down, McMillan. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third and 4.
Blue. Spot. No. Coaching, spill. Red, go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Blue there. Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 25 yards that time.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Sam on.
Back to throw here. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's got some space here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Go 58's the mic. Hey, tight.
Hey! I got you. Be Griffin.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Go.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Now it's Trubisky. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trubisky will throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 13. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Alert, 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 alert.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 23-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Get ready. Get ready.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Alpha. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Double up, double up. Alert, 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 alert. Check 3, check 3. Check 3.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
18. Lock in, lock in.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poor.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky going deep for Diggs. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Charlie.
2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bravo! Recon, 132 fighter. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 99. Check 99.
Hard.
They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Alert! 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey,
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.